today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Herbert and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Jalen Hurts and the Toronto Mounties.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Jacksonville. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
Two touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And we got an injury here. And I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Swift. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To the air again, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Well, Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. Second down, another shot for Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That makes third down a lot more interesting.
It certainly does. How about the example of situational football there and his ability to think the play through? Second and short, not anticipating a passing play, sold out and made a great tackle, which brings up third down.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback. But here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off. And guess what? The quarterback's down.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Mounties on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
Herbert has it knocked free. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Hill to return it. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run it with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Porter. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 17. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. A quick slant to Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Mounties are able to add on to that lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Herbert back to the air. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Cameron Hayward. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. Now it's Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Right back to Claypool, this time complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. Throwing again on second down. Herbert, man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And he will find his man on the outside. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. first down. It's Jones, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game. On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now does he get to the 1st down marker? He blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts going to keep it again. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. The give is to Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Jacobs, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Mounties take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Herbert. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Herbert on 1st down now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They go play action with Hurts. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Back to throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. J.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long, it's Herbert. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Back to the running game with Swift. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Herbert. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Short completion, just 4 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Decision there, no one open, he just throws it away, and that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it, and the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Back to throw. Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Swift again. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session
Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
75 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. A give to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for our visitors, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.